Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you like the content of my channel, you'd like to see it grow, please like and subscribe. Small thing to do, but honestly helps me out no end. So anyway, today we are featuring a Laco. Now, Laco is a small brand from Germany, but they have a rich history of especially pilots' watches. And what I like about them is they've got watches at very kind of different price points. This is the basic model, and this can be obtained for less than £330, which I think is a bargain. Then you go up to the Pro models, which feature all the Swiss movements, and right at the top of the tree are some of their more specialist models, like we featured the other day, the Hamburg DIN 8330. But I say, this one here is more of their entry level, but still packed with kind of, full Laco DNA. But before I get too far into this actual review, I've got to say a massive thank you to the team over at First Class Watches of Kenilworth. Really super guys to deal with, very friendly, very well rated on Trustpilot. Would strongly recommend going there. So they have a lot of watches in stock. So if you're in the Kenilworth area, please pop in. But as I say, as I've started working with them, if you do deal with them, please mention the channel, as it really would help. So anyway, the Augsburg model here. Let's talk sizes. It's a 39mm case size, but as it's all dial, it does appear bigger than those actual dimensions kind of would suggest, let's say. The thickness is 11.6 millimeters. The lug to lug, which is this distance across here, this is important for how it wears on the wrist, really. That is a very wearable 46 mil, and the bracelet size on this is 18 mil. Now this one, the blue, the dial just looks absolutely fantastic. It really is a little bit of a kind of an eye catcher, and it has this really lovely sunburst effect to it. Now what I mean by that, it's very hard to tell in the indoor lights here, but the way the light catches these lines which emanate out from the center, you get that nice kind of radial glow going around there. I think it looks really quite a striking dial. Now you have a fully printed minute track on here, and what's nice is that minute track, as do the hands, really do glow. The loom is quite strong with this one, and it looks very, very impressive. Another thing I really like on this is that big second hand, the way it goes all the way out to the edge of the dial. It really does look like a wand floating around the dial. I really like that, and I like the fact it's not overly complicated. You just have this Laco in their lovely script there, and made in Germany down the bottom there. The actual hands, the hour and minute hands, have got this matte black finish against them there, and that really sharpens the way the loom is inside it. It really gives a very crisp sign. One thing I do like, another thing I should say, is the way the end of the minute hand goes all the way out to the actual dial, to the minute track. So you can really set this watch very precisely. Now, the actual movement in this does allow for hacking. Even though this is, considered their more affordable range, you still have hacking, and there is no ghost date to this. What I mean is, as soon as you pull the crown out, it locks straight into hacking. So that way, super. You can set the time very accurately. Now, as we come past that, we have a flat sapphire crystal. And I believe it's got AR on the inside. I believe you can actually spec this up. But this one I have here is just single AR on the inside. Many people do prefer that. And if you notice there, look how close that second hand is there to the actual case. It is so close. I really like that. You couldn't have fitted in a longer second hand in any way, shape or form on this. Now the actual body of the watch, all steel, but it has been bead blasted, so it gives it this rather frosted kind of cool look, but it also enables them to keep the cost down, which is a good way of doing it by bead blasting here. The actual crown, it's very easy to actually grip, very well knurled. It isn't a screw down crown, but you do have 50 meters of water resistance on this watch. So, and it goes straight into hand wind air, as you can hear. Now, as we come round to the back of this watch, let's just open this up. We have the movement here, Laco call it the Laco 21. But it's actually a Miyota movement. Now, I put this on the time graph. It was doing okay. I think it was around about plus 5 seconds. It's a Miyota 821A. And what that means, it's got 21 joules and 42 hours of power reserve. It's a very dependable movement. It is a very free spinning rotor on the back there, as you can see. It really does spin well. What that actually means is it's only winding in one direction. But yeah, it does look quite good. The actual case back itself is a snap back one. So instead of screws, you've got a small piece there. You would actually prise it open to get to that movement back there. Now, the bracelet. It's okay. For this price point, perfectly acceptable. I believe it's a pin and collar, but I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely not screwed. The clasp itself does feel good. It is a machined clasp. You have a load of adjustment there. So you're definitely going to be able to find a size which fits you. And as we come for the press, very solid. And a fold over keeper there with Laco inscripted on there. Overall, for the price, I think this is a real good alternative to a Seiko 5. You're going to a kind of a really good quality German brand with this, and I do like that option. Let's put it on my wrist to get an idea how it looks. Quick wrist check. I'm wearing my Pekine Royal Manual, which is, I just think, an amazing brand you don't really see hardly anything of. And what's Bob wearing? Bob has gone for a Laco, and I think that is another stunning model from them. Now, my wrist size is 7¼ inches. That's around about 18.5 centimeters. So let's put this on and see how it looks. And there you go on my wrist. Now, I know some people will say that 39mm can look small, but I don't think it does. When you look at that, it is just all complete dial on this watch. This has probably got a larger dial than many 42mm dive watches, because there's no bezel on there. All you get is that full dial. But you can see it just fits really well. I think this is a really quite a cool watch, really, and I say at a very affordable price. It's one of these, I don't know, would I try it on maybe a blue strap? Quite possibly. I'd maybe try like a blue leather strap on this. I think that would also look very good. But I say it is also available in different sizes, so they've got you covered. I believe you can also get this in a 42mm. But anyway, guys, I'll leave you to it with that, and most importantly, stay safe out there. Take care. Bye.